Yeah, I wanted to ask about the free will. Do the two halves have free will, or did you want to say only the complete soul is free will?
Yes, the complete soul has free will, but the two halves need to learn how to express it in order to join. So each half needs to understand what it means to use its own will. And initially when you do it, you start thinking, oh, it's just my will, my half's will. But you realise in the end, no, you're learning how to use your whole soul's will. You follow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a whole soul thing. All of these qualities are actually whole soul things eventually. You have to have them, in order to unify, you have to have them to the same intensity, to the same amount at the same time. So that's how you unify. That's what removes the barrier. So the whole soul you could think of as like this. There's no barriers anymore, like between the two halves. Yeah. Yeah. And to do that, each of you need to learn how to use everything. So each of you need to learn how to use truth, how to have faith, how to have humility, how to have morals, how to have courage, how to live in harmony with love, how to use your senses and have desire and create. And both of you need to learn that in order to unify. Now, of course, if one half of you have learned that first, can you see it's a lot easier for the other half to learn it? Because they've got half to rely on now. So they've got the experience of the other half to rely on, right? So that can be very, very helpful, as you can imagine. Right? Also, there's no such thing as a half of the soul receiving God's love. So when you long for God's love, it's not just your half receiving it. The soul is receiving it. The whole soul is receiving that love, right? So the whole soul is having that experience. It's just the consciousness of the other half has yet to be aware that it's having that experience. Right? But it's still having it. So when you receive God's love, you are affecting the other half of your soul, because the whole soul is receiving God's love. Half of you can't receive the love. It's the whole soul that receives it. Right? So this is the power you have as a half, is you can affect the whole. And if you think about it, that's very good, isn't it? The more you do, so rather than trying to find your soulmate, the more you do for your half is a natural attraction for the other half. Right? So you don't have to go out searching. You just got to do. Have the experience, the will-based experience where you're having the experience. You've got to go have that experience. You have that experience. It's going to attract the other half to your experience, because the other half is actually experiencing it, but without awareness. And eventually they will become aware. They have to, because the soul is going to have an impact upon what they become aware of. Of course, they can do the same you used to do. They could shut down their senses, shut down their emotions, and be really stubborn and be really, they can do all of that too, and not be aware for a long time as a result. They can do that. Right?
Does the pain of sin, is it more excruciating for half of the soul if the other half is actually in a higher state of love?
Half for yes. You mean for the half that has not received it?
Yeah. Is that pain?
Yeah. Let's say the female, you, Di, have received some of God's love. If this person is more in resistance to this love, then yes, they will be having a tougher experience. Mostly because their soul is aware of things that they're refusing to be aware of intellectually and emotionally and sensorially. So the soul has awareness that they have yet to assimilate, and as a result of that, there's going to be some pain associated with that. But that's also a part of their growth, because once they realise that, they realise, oh, something's up, I've got to find out what's going on.